Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritav Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Chaitanyam Sarvagam Sarvam Sarvabhutaguhashayam Yat Sarva Vishayatitam Tasmai Sarvavide Namaha. In the 16th chapter of Upadeshasahasri, Siddhanti has started giving the summary of Vedantic teaching from shloka number 57 onwards. And we have completed up to 62. In the last session we saw what is the nature of moksha. Siddhanti said moksha is nothing but pranti entertained in buddhi eliminated. In other words, bondage is a bhranti entertained in buddhi, and liberation is elimination of this bhranti. And if somebody thinks of moksha otherwise, then what is the difficulty in such moksha? That was said, if moksha is vastvantarapattihi, means the entity becomes something else other than what it is essentially. This is moksha. Vastvantarapattihi moksha. Then, for example, if jiva is there, jiva becomes Brahma, leaving jivatva. Then he is not essentially jiva, because he is able to let go of its essential nature. And if it is its essential nature, if jivatva was its swadharma, it won't be able to let go. Like water, it cannot let go of its own nature. Water cannot become fire. Fire cannot become water. This is how essentially in its nature it cannot change. So, jiva giving up jivatva cannot become Brahma. Now the next option, second vikalpa is given. Yatha, Shloka 63, introduction, page number 209 in Teeka. Yatha vastvantarapattir moksha iti pakshe. If somebody says vastvantarapattihi moksho, moksha. Vastvantara means anya vastu. Apattihi means prapti, attaining something else as moksha. Iti pakshe anupapattihi anityatvapattishcha. In this paksha, two defects were there. Anupapatti means logical fallacy, illogicalities, and anityatva. This moksha will be impermanent. That we saw in the last session. Tatha, Atmano avasthantarapattir moksha pakshepi sadoshastulya. In the same way, Atmanaha avasthantarapatti, Atma becoming something else without letting go of its essential nature, inherent nature is not given up. This is avasthantarapatti. So earlier it was Baddha Atma, later it will become Mukta Atma, status change. Like earlier he was Brahmachari Devadatta. Now he is Sannyasi Devadattananda. So this is Avasthantarapatti. Essentially nothing has changed, but Avastha has changed. Sadoshaha Tulya. In this Paksha also, Dosha is Tulya. Avasthantarapattir Moksha Pakshe. In this Paksha also, Dosha is Samana. Ityaha. Avasthantaramapyeva अविकारान्न युज्यते विकारो वयवित्वं स्यात् ततो नाशो घटादिवत् अवस्थान्तरमप्येव अविकारान्न युज्यते विकारो वयवित्वं स्यात् ततो नाशो घटादिवत् अवस्थान्तरम अपि एवं एवं समानम सेम इज द केस फॉर avasthantar apatti as moksha. Why? First is avasthantaram api evam avikarat na yujyate. Avasthantaram avikarat na yujyate. Vikaro avayavitvam syat. Tato ghatadivat nasho syat. So first point is Atma having avasthantarapatti itself is not true. Why? Because Atma is avikari, avikarat, na yujyate. Atmanah avasthantarapatti na avikaritvat. Akashavat. Akasha doesn't have any vikara. Akasha does not attain avasthantara. Vikaro avayavitvam syat. Yatra yatra vikaritvam tatra tatra savajavattvam. This is the vyapti. Those who are not familiar with these things, they should note these things down either now or later when they re-listen. Yatra yatra vikaratvam or vikaritvam tatra tatra savayavatvam. Here it is given avayavitvam. Avayavitvam means avayavi will have avayava. Avayavi means the whole. Avayavas means the parts. That which is subject to modifications has to have parts. If it has parts, it is subject to destruction. Tato nashaha. Yatra yatra savayavatvam tatra tatra vinashitvam. So these are the vyaptis according to Nyaya, and they are useful here. Where there is vikar, see, we are doing khandanam of Nyaya Vaisheshika. Vyapti part is useful and is accurate for coming to right conclusion. We will use it. But their idea of Atma is incorrect. Their idea of Bandha and Moksha is incorrect. So we'll reject it. Yatra yatra vikaritvam tatra tatra savayavattvam. Whatever is subject to modification will have to have parts. That which has parts is subject to destruction. So Atma, we don't want it subject to destruction, because if Atma is subject to destruction, then who will get Nitya Moksha? Atma itself is Anitya. So for Nitya Moksha, Atma has to be Nitya, means Avinashi. Nitya Moksha requires Nitya Atma, Avinashi Atma. If Atma is Avinashi, it cannot be Savayava. It cannot have parts. If it cannot have parts, it will not have Vikara. If it doesn't have Vikara, Avasthantarapatti will not be there. So thorough, systematic, logical thinking. And not only one level, 4, 5 levels of thinking will be there. This also teaches us how we should think. And that's why such acharyas, once your buddhi becomes predominant, clarity is there in thinking, emotions will never become powerful. Because you will always think based on buddhi, not based on emotions. This is the whole idea of empowering intellect. That I will not let my emotions overpower my thinking. Teeka. Now, Drashtanta was given Ghatadivat. Ghata is the Drashtanta. Avikaritvat Atmano Avasthantaram api na yujyate. So this is the Drashtanta, Anumanam is there. Atmanaha Avasthantaram na Avikaritvat Akashavat. Atma cannot have change of state because it is not subject to modifications like space. Yadi punar vikaro abhyupagamyeta tatha sati savavayavatvam atmanah syat. If at all you accept vikara, modification in Atma, then what will happen? Atma will become savayava. Tatha sati savavayavatvam atmanah syat. Atma will have parts. Then there are enough people who will say, let there be parts, what difference does it make? We will accept that also. If you have parts, tataha savavayavatvat nasha eva, then you will have to accept that Atma is also subject to destruction. Because anything that has parts, like Ghata, is subject to destruction. Ghatadivat nashaha apariharyaha syat. You will not be able to stop the destruction of Atma. Either now or after some time, you will have to accept its destruction. Therefore, such idea of avasthantarapatti as moksha means right now I am bound, later I will become free. This is a wrong thinking. Right now I am bound, later I will become free. This is not correct. Right now I am bound is an erroneous notion, erroneous thought. This thought has to be eliminated by right thinking. And right thinking is, I am Atma, I am not Ahankara. I am Brahma, I am not Ahankara. Because I am Brahma, therefore I am free. I am Ahankara is Bhranti. Ahankara means I am this Panchakoshas. Ato Bhranti Nivritti Matra Eva Moksho. nanyatha sambhavati ityartha. Therefore, what is moksha? What Vedanta has suggested. What is that? Bhranti nivritti matra eva moksha. This bhranti which is there, that I am Panchakosha or I am Panchakoshavan. Either I am these five sheets or I have these five sheets. I have body, I have mind, I have senses, I have prana, I have intellect. I am so happy. I am so happy as Parichinna Vyakti. All this is Bhranti. It's Nivritti. I am not there. I am Brahma. I am not happy. I am happiness. I am Ananda Swarupa. This is moksha. But it is not just you repeat these sentences. You study Vedanta, you understand, and then this becomes your second nature. This becomes my thinking. I have understood that I have to be free. And if I am free, it is possible only as Brahma. I cannot be free as a person. As body, it has limitations. Similarly with all conditionings. Vedanta Siddhantat Anya Bandha Mokshadi Kalpana Vadibhir Utprekshitaha Shruti Smriti Nyaya Badhitatvat Nadaraniya Mumukshubhi Rityupasamharati. Vedanta Siddhantad Anya Bandha Mokshadi Kalpana. Other than what is suggested by Vedanta Siddhanta. Anya Bandha Mokshadi Kalpana. Any other Kalpana of bondage and liberation. Vadibhi Rutprekshitaha. By the Vadis means the Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsaka, Bauddha, ityadi. Vadibhi Rutprekshitaha. Utprekshitaha means Kalpitaha. Ut Upasarga Purva, Pra Upasarga Purva, Iksh Dhatu. In that, Nishtha Pratyaya. Utprekshita, Utprekshitaha, Ta Pratyaya. So Nishtha Pratyaya, then Ta Pratyaya. Nishtha Pratyaya will give Utprekshita, Utprekshita, and then Ta Pratyaya Utprekshita. Kalpita. By these different Vadis, whatever they have Kalpita, Bandha Moksha Kalpana, they are Shruti Smriti Nyaya Badhitatvat, Na Adaraniya. They all are foolish. They all are refuted by Shruti, Smriti, Nyaya, all of them. And therefore, Mumukshu bihi na adaraniya. A mumukshu should not give respect to all these erroneous darshanas. In other words, their bandha moksha and all, their idea of Atma, all are errors. This is the Vedanta Siddhanta. Iti upasamharati. Tasmad bhrantiratonnyahi bandha mokshadi kalpanaha सांख्यकाणाद बौद्धानां मीमांसा हतकल्पनाः तस्माद् भ्रान्तिरतोऽन्याहि बन्धमोक्षादिकल्पनाः सांख्यकाणादबौद्धानां मीमांसा हतकल्पनाः तस्मात् therefore भ्रान्तिः बन्धमोक्षादिकल्पनाः भ्रान्तिः अतो अन्या बन्धमोक्षादिकल्पनाः सांख्यकाणादबौद्धानां मीमांसा हतकल्पनाः. So there are two sentences. What Vedanti is suggesting that Bandha Moksha, the Kalpana, is Bhranti in the Buddhi. It is not in Atma. What is not in Atma?
Bandha and Moksha.
Bandha and Moksha are not in Atma. Bandha and Moksha, Kalpana, Bhranti is there in Buddhi. Buddhi entertains this thought, Atma is bound, Atma will be liberated. This is wrong. This is one thing. Second idea is about Bandha Moksha Kalpana. Whatever Sankhya, Kanada means Vaisheshika. Kanadasya ime Kanada. Those who belong to or those who follow Kanada Rishi, they are called Kanada. Bauddha. So Samas is there. Sankhyaha, Kanadaha, Bauddhaha. Their Samas is done. Sankhya Kanada Bauddhana. Sankhyascha, Kanadascha, Bauddhascha. Te Sankhya Kanada Bauddha. Tesham Sankhya Kanada Bauddhanam. So of all of them and other darshanas also, other than Advaita Vedanta Siddhanta, they are Mimamsa Hata Kalpana. Mimamsaya Hata Kalpana. Mimamsa Hata Kalpana. Mimamsa means Pujita Vichara. Man Vichare Dhatu is there. In that San Pratyaya, like Pipasa or Jignasa, Bubhutsa, etc. This is Mimansa. But when Man Dhatu is there, Man Badha Dana Shanbhyo Dirghabhyasasya. Dirghascha Abhyasasya. This is Sutra. Man Badha Dan Shanbhyo Dirghascha Abhyasasya. So this Mimansa, Man Dhatu is there, in that Dirgha comes when San Pratyaya is applied. And then it is a Strilinga Shabda. So, Man Dhatu, first it will get Apratyaya and then Ta Pratyaya. Like in Paribhasha, Vedanta Paribhasha, there also Apratyaya will come and then Ta Pratyaya will come. And Abhyasa will come. Abhyasasya Ekarasya Dirghasya. So anyway, Mimansa Shabda means Pujita Vichara of all these darshanas. So when we do proper inquiry, we find these darshanas of Sankhya, Kanada, Bauddha, etc. They are destroyed. Han Dhatu, past participle. Nishtha Pratyaya will be Hata. Mimamsaya Hata. Hata Kalpana. This Kalpana will be destroyed when Mimamsa is done. Means when we inquire, then we will realize how such moksha is possible, how such Atma is possible. This is all wrong because it is illogical. Many Atmas are there, they will say, and all Atmas are all pervading. But Atma also has transmigration. All pervading Atma, many, and then transmigration is also there. And it is all pervading, but Vikari also. All such ideas they will have. So, what Bhashyakara is saying here in this shloka is their idea of Bandha Moksha is also Bhranti. Vedanta's idea of Bandha and Moksha is Bhranti about Bandha and Moksha in Atma. Their idea of Bandha and Moksha in Atma is Bhranti. I am making two statements and I hope I am clear.
Yes, Swami.
Bandha Moksha Kalpana in Vedanta is Bhranti in Buddhi. Means there is no bandhana, there is no moksha as far as Atma is concerned. Their idea of Sankhya, Kanada, Bauddha, their idea of moksha is, or bandhana, is Bhranti. Means it is erroneous. Whatever they are proposing is apramanika. Therefore, it is Bhranti. Whatever we are suggesting is pramanika and so it's interesting concept. And not only here, wherever such opportunity, the acharyas have refuted their darshanas. Like if you compare darshanas, those who are against Advaita Vedanta, and in that second, Aviru Adhyaya, in them are refuted. So also to refute them. Bhagavan Bhashyakara in this Grantha, you can see in this chapter, later chapters also you will find. And in Bhashyas, in particular, Bhashya, wherever he has the opportunity, he has refuted these darshanas. Somebody may have a question that why can't they follow what they follow? We follow what we want to follow. Let all of us live happily, peacefully. Why we should question or refute them? What is wrong? Let them be there. Their thinking is their thinking. So this is the important thing. It's like this. Let's say in your body, some bacteria come. Then what will be your thinking? Let them be there. I am there. Good bacteria are there. Bad bacteria are there. happily we will live peacefully. What is wrong? Can you say that?
No, Swamiji.
No. Because if they are there, they will not let you peacefully live peacefully. In other words, if I have started entertaining this idea, that idea of Atma, their concept of Atma is right. Their concept of Bandha and Moksha is right. Even 1% I start thinking like that, I will not have Nishtha in Vedanta Darshan. I will start compromising on Vedanta Siddhanta whenever I have to vehemently oppose their idea. I will say they are also okay. They are also saying not, they are not saying this, they are not saying this. So in my mind, I will have Shobhana Buddhi for their darshan also, which is not correct. What is right is right. What is wrong is wrong. And when it comes to Pramana, only one thing will be right. If somebody says, what is the color of this cloth? Only one answer will be correct. You cannot say blue is also correct and green is also correct and brown is also correct. Everything is not correct. So when it comes to nature of Atma, the Shruti Pramana says this is the answer, then that is the answer. Everybody cannot come with their own idea. Similarly, Bandhana and Moksha. And if I have clear idea of what is Bandhana and what is Moksha, I will not struggle in life. The whole point of right thinking, right understanding is this. No matter how big the crisis comes, I will not be disturbed. Because I know problem is not in me. Problem is somewhere else. Somewhere else means not in the other person. Problem is in Deha, in Indriya, in Prana, not in Atma. And I am Atma. This will be my strength. When I don't have this strength, I think I am body. Then body has problem. Therefore, I have problem. Now I am victim of situation. I am in paristhiti. Now I will go on struggling. You take care of paristhiti, but you are not in paristhiti. So Vedanta Jnanam, this Vidya, is helpful for me. Sankhya Kanada Bodhanam Mimamsa Hatha Kalpana. Teeka. Bhranti Reva Parisheshat Atmani Bandha Moksha Pratibhasa. Iti Kalpana Shrutyadi Aviruddha. Parisheshat. Therefore, by the law of remainder, Parishesh means when all other vikalpas are eliminated, then what is remaining, that alone you accept. This is called Parishesha. Actually, there is a technical definition for it. Means this whatever I explained in English, that is there in Sanskrit. I will give you later. Bandha Moksha Pratibhasa in Atma is a Bhranti. Bandha Moksha Pratibhasa means appearance. Appearance of bondage and liberation in Atma is a Bhranti. This Kalpana is Shrutyadi Aviruddha. Shruti Adi means Shruti, Smriti, Nyaya. It is supported by all of them. Ato Anya Bandha Mokshadi Kalpana. Other than this, whatever Bandha Moksha Kalpana is there, Adi Shabdat Tad Hetu Kalpanascha Na Adartavyaha Kadachana Iti Sambandhaha. Ato anya bandha mokshadi kalpana. Ataha anya. Other than what Vedanta Siddhanta has said, any other bandha moksha kalpana. So somebody feels, I am here on this world, in this world is bandhana. When I am in Swarga with lot of sukham, lot of pleasures, I am happy. And that is my moksha. This is wrong. Why? Because you will come down again. So that Swarga Sukham is like how people think in this world, I'll have lot of money, I'll have big ashram, lot of people around me, a lot of name, praise, etc. This is my moksha. This cannot be moksha. Or if somebody says, moksha means I don't have body, that is moksha. That is not moksha. You will have another body. So all of them are kalpana. And Adi Shabda tad hetu kalpanasya. And whatever cause they have defined for this bandha moksha kalpana, that karana kalpana is also erroneous. Bandha moksha and bandha karanam and moksha karanam. So somebody thinks bandha karanam is living in some place is bondage. Getting away, going away from that place is liberation. This is kalpana. And the hetu is also kalpita. Prakriti Purusha Viveka is not there. This is kalpana. This is bandhan. And therefore, that aviveka is the karanam for bandhana. That aviveka is also error. You give reality to Prakriti. So all these tad hetu kalpanascha na adartavya. One should not entertain them. One should not give respect to all these things. Kadachana iti sambandha. Ato asmat siddhantat anya bandha mokshadi kalpana hi yasmat भ्रांति ही प्रमाण शून्य तस्मात् न आदर्तव्या इति अन्वयः. अतः अस्मात् सिद्धांतात् अन्य. अस्मात् सिद्धांतात् means वेदांत सिद्धांतात् अन्य या बंध मोक्षादि कल्पना, whatever बंध मोक्ष कल्पना is there, ही अस्मात् भ्रांति ही, all of them are भ्रांति only. प्रमाण शून्य. There is no pramana for whatever they have entertained. See, Bauddha, Charvaka, Jaina, they all did not have Veda Pramana. Means they did not accept Veda Pramana, they had some other things. It is said later also. The Sankhya, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, etc., they had Veda Pramana. They did not know how to use this Pramana. It is like this. Some people, they have to go from place A to place B. The only method of transportation is if you have a personal vehicle, let us say. Everybody is given a car. These Charvak, Bauddhadi Darshanas, they decided not to take car. So they have to walk. Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, they had the car. But what happened? They didn't take the keys. Car is there. They don't have key. How will they get in? How will they drive? Vedanta is the only wise one. Here the car, here the keys. Keys to open the door and enter in the Vedanta. You know what is the key? Adhyaropa apavada prakriya. This is the key to Vedanta. Adhyaropapavadabhyam nishprapancham prapanchate. Pratipadanam is to be done of nishprapancha Brahma. It is only through Adhyaropa Apavada. All these other darshanas, they don't have Adhyaropa Apavada Prakriya. So they say whatever is there is true. We say whatever is there is true for now. Let us move forward and then you will see whatever remains. And we go on eliminating everything other than Brahma. This is the difference. So they think whatever is there all the time. We say no. At this level where you are standing right now, it may be true. You walk further, you will have to drop things. You walk further, you will have to drop things. You can't be carrying all the baggage from before and yet attain moksha also. You will have to drop things. This is apavada. I am not body means I will have to accept I am not the body. Similarly, everything. So this thing they didn't catch. And that's why even if they have Vedas, they may quote some Vakya here and there. They were called Astikas. They are still lost. Like many people, they study Vedanta or they attend some satsangs. They have no idea actually what is being taught. And therefore, happily they are moving on. There is no Adhyaropa the idea, therefore they don't know that one day I have to do Apavada. And then alone there is moksha. Na adartavya kadachana iti sambandha. Ato asmat siddhat anyat bandhamokshadi kalpana hi asmat bhranti pramana shunya tasmat na adartavya iti anvaya. Iti va anvaya. So they are also bhranti, but they are bhranti means they are pramana shunya. In this Teeka, earlier statement was Atmani Bandha Moksha Pratibhasa iti Kalpana Pranti. You see how this Teeka started? Pranti Reva Parisheshad Atmani Bandha Moksha Pratibhasa iti Kalpana. Shrutyadi Aviruddha. Now he says Pranti hi Pramana Shunya Bandha Mokshadi Kalpana. Which are Asmat Siddhanta Danya. For both Pranti word is used. I hope you don't get confused. Means you don't have another Bhranti in this Bhranti discussion. That what is this Bhranti? They are Bhranta. Vedantins are Bhranta. And the Acharya is also Bhranta. And I am also Bhranta about this. That should not happen. Is it clear or not?
Clear, Swamiji.
Yes, Swami.
Okay. Kesham va kalpana na adartavya. Whose kalpana we should not entertain? Iti yataha sankhya iti. Mimamsa hata vichar viruddha. Vichara saha va kalpana. Mimamsa hata kalpana. Ityartha. Mimamsaya hataha. Ya kalpana. Sa mimamsa hata kalpana. That kalpana which is vichar viruddha. It is against thinking. Vicharam na sahate ya tamo yadvad divakara. Inquiry, if you conduct, it will disappear. These thoughts will fall apart. Like when the sun comes, darkness disappears. You don't know where it went. Vichara asaha va kalpana mimamsa ta kalpana. Ityarthaha. Anadare hetum aha. Why I should not give adara? So, na adartavya means na adara kartavya. Adara should not be given. Why? Shastra yukti vihinatvan आदर्तव्याः कदाचन शक्यन्ते शतशो वक्तुम् दोषास्तासां सहस्रशः शास्त्रयुक्तिविहीनत्वान् नादर्तव्या कदाचन शक्यन्ते शतशो वक्तुम् दोषास्तासां सहस्रशः. तो दर्शनादर शास्त्र युक्ति विहीन, शास्त्र युक्ति विहीनत्वात् कदाचन न आदर्तव्याः. Never ever they should be respected. Respected means not that if some Sankhya person or Yoga person comes, then you don't respect that person. Their Siddhanta you don't take seriously. I know our Siddhanta, I am fine. I am good. I am good with my Siddhanta. Shastra Yukti Vihinatvat na adartavyaha kadachana. Somebody says, do they have any dosha? Yes. Tasam shatashaha sahasrashaha doshaha vaktum shakyante. Bhashyakar doesn't spare them. In them, hundreds and thousands of defects we can show. Shatashaha sahasrashaha doshaha. Now you imagine, if Bhashyakar comes now, in these so-called systematic darshanas, he said, we can tell you hundreds and thousands of problems. What to talk about how people think now, where we are. He will say, what kind of darshan you have? It's all foolish thinking you have. Darshan means how I am thinking. If my thinking is erroneous, my life will be led to some wrong thing only. Vachakar says, means he will say, what kind of thinking is this? And he doesn't hesitate. I have mentioned this earlier also. Somebody will say, this Sankhya Darshan Praneta, the Acharya Kapil Muni, Yoga Darshan, Patanjali Maharshi ji, and this Gautama Muni, Kanada, Kanam Atiti Kanada, Buddha also, all of them were before you, before Bhashyakara. And some of them were great rishis. And they have come out with all these darshanas. And you are, Bhashyakar was probably 15, 16-year-old when he refuted all of them. And you say, how you are saying such thing against those great Mahatmas? He said, I am saying on the strength of Shruti and my Acharyas. I am not saying out of my personal anguish towards them. They are doing harm to Shruti. They are doing injustice to Shruti. So I am opposing them. Shruti viruddha kalpana deha. That's why Bhashyakar, like in Kathopanishad Bhashya in the beginning itself, he says, Alpa Vrittihi Asmabihi arabhyante, something like that he says. That by us, this is written. By us, Bahuvachanam he gives. Bahuvachanam means all acharyas are there with me. Parampara is there. I am not individually writing Advaita Vedanta Siddhanta. So many doshas are there. Some doshas were already shown in this chapter. Some doshas, if you study Mandukya, they are shown there. Some are there in Brahma Sutra, second chapter. And then later acharyas who wrote other granthas like Naishkarmya Siddhi is there, Sankshepa Shariraka is there, Advaita Siddhi is there. Khandana Khanda Khadya, their main aim is only one, to refute every word of Nyaya Darshan. Whatever Nyaya Darshan has said about everything, Pramana will refute their idea of what is Pramana. Lakshana, because Lakshana Pramana Bhyam Vastu Siddhi. Whatever Lakshana they define will refute. Anumanam will refute the word Anumanam. Pratyaksha will refute their Pratyaksha Pramana. Everything Khandanam is done. If somebody wants to study those things, first we should know what their thinking is, then we refute it left and right. So it is done. There was a time when in our class here, in the morning, Khandan was going on. Means Khandan teaching was going on. And in the afternoon, Brahma Sutra, second chapter was going on. So morning and afternoon, all these darshana, in particular Nyaya, refutation. Morning, Khandan Khanda Khadya, refutation. Afternoon, Brahma Sutra, second chapter, refutation. And those who felt that by studying Nyaya, they are Dhanya, Dhanyosmi Kritakri, they were in tears, literally. So that's why na adartavya. Shatasaha, sahasrashaha, doshaha, shapaktum shakyante. They have so many doshas. Shastra yukti viruddhashataha kalpana. They all are Shastra yukti viruddha kalpana. Next shloka we will see the shloka at least. Itasya sankhyadi kalpana na adartavya. Now he says why sankhya kalpana is not to be entertained. Na adartavya ityaha. Apinindopapatescha yanyatonyani chetyataha त्यक्त्वातो ह्यन्य शास्त्रोक्तिर् मतिं कुर्यात् दृढाम्बुधः अपि निन्दोपपत्तेश्च यान्यतोऽन्यानि चेत्यतः त्यक्त्वातो ह्यन्य शास्त्रोक्तिर् मतिं कुर्यात् दृढाम्बुधः अपि निंदा उपपत्तेश्च यानी अतो अन्यानि यान्यतो अन्यानि च. That yanyato anyani is the quotation given in the Teeka. We will see that. Iti ataha anya shastroktir tyaktva buddhaha dridham matim kuryat. A wise person, what he should do? Anya shastroktir tyaktva. Anya shastraihi ya uktihi. Sa anya shastrokti sa tyaktva. Giving up what is said by the anya shastra. Dridham matim kuryat. In Vedanta Brahma, Vedanta Vidita Brahma, Dridham matim. That this is correct thinking, this is where I should have my buddhi. Everything else you should reject. Why? They have ninda. Nindopapatti. They are the recipients of all defects. Through what? Through Smriti quotation, which is given here in the Teeka. Yanyato jnani shastrani pruthivyam vividhani vai shankaniyani vidvadbhir dharma shuddhim abhipsubihi. This is one separate quotation. Yani ato anyani shastrani. Other than this shastra, other than Vedanta shastra, pruthivyam vividhani vai. On this earth, whatever varieties of shastra, darshanas are there, vidvadbihi shankaniyani. A wise person should question all of them, their authenticity. And who should that wise person be? Dharma shuddhim abhipsubihi. Dharma means nature of Atma here. So the one who is interested in clear nature of Atma, interested in knowing the nature of Atma clearly, that Atma cannot have bandhana, therefore Atma cannot have moksha. He dharma shuddhim abhipsu. Dharma shuddhi abhipsu. Taihi dharma shuddhim abhipsubihi vidvadbihi ato anyani shastrani shankaniyani. They should doubt, they should question. And this next quotation is there from Manusmriti. This is already given in Mandukya Anand Giriji's Teeka. Yaved bahya smrutayo yashchakascha kudrishtayah. Yaved bahya smrutayo yashchakascha kudrishtayah sarvasta nishphala pretya tamo nishtha hitaha smrutaha. All these smritis which are outside of the Vedas, yashchakascha, whatever they are kudrishtayah. They are erroneous vision. Kudrashti means their darshan is incorrect. Sarvaha taha nishphalaha pretya. They all are useless. They will not lead you anywhere. Tamo nishtha hi taha smrutaha. They are rooted in ignorance. Such a strong language is given, but it is required. And people in this world, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with that? They have no idea about darshan. They don't study Vedanta Shastra properly, and they think everything is correct, everybody is saying the same thing. The most hilarious statement is this: all darshanas are saying the same thing. All darshanas, if they are saying the same thing, there won't be different darshanas. The very fact that these darshanas are different, how can they say the same thing? We will elaborate this a little bit in the next session. Ityadi ninda vachana na adartavya ityarthaha. Because of ninda vachana, they should not be respected. Ato anya shastrokti hi tyaktva dridham matim buddhaha kuryad iti anvayaha. Therefore, anya shastrokti, giving up anya shastrokti, whatever is said by other shastras, buddhaha, a wise person, dridham matim kuryad. He should do dridhamati in Vedanta Siddhanta. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.